you started to tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
You want clients. Well, any person that walks in and decides I want to get tattooed from you, whether you're at a fancy premium tattoo shop like this, or you're in the garage like we were for many years, it's about you and that person, and genuinely not trying to act like I'm a badass tattoo artist. You're gonna get what I say because we hear it time and time again. I don't believe in that. Just be you, and if they like you, then you already won because they liked you for who you are. You didn't even have to fake it. I think faking it is hard, to be honest.
All right, guys, so it's another Monday. We are back. You already know what it is, the IQ Project here. My name is Josh. I'm here with my co-host, Ricky Tat.
Yo, what's up? What's up, YouTube?
Our other co-host, Romeo Shades. And our fill-in chair, Ink by James.
Ink by James.
He's working on being the full-timer here.
Yeah. All right, guys, so before we get started again, we want to thank our sponsor, Iconiq Tattoo Studio. For all your tattoo needs, please contact us on Instagram, Iconiq_tattoo studio. All right, guys. So this past weekend, we had a little celebration at the shop. We
Halloween, right?
little Halloween party we threw.
Our first annual Halloween party, so that implies that we got to do it next year. Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir. Next year's gonna be even better because this year we were just like, what do we do?
It was kind of like last minute,
Yeah.
But did you get hungover?
Nah, I try to control myself.
Um,
Honestly, the alcohol didn't hit me till after everything was over.
Same.
really?
But I think it's because we were just like, me and you were just talking to everyone.
Yeah, just running around.
We were just running
Yeah,
around.
you guys were everywhere.
So I was making my rounds. Like, I'll start here, and then I'll go around, and then I'll go around, and then go back.
What'd you think about it, Romeo?
I had fun.
Yeah.
I had a blast, dude. And I
that's
drank
dope.
a lot, and I blacked out low key.
You blacked out? When?
Yeah, at the end of the night.
Here or when you're driving home?
Well, there was a time where my girlfriend recorded it, where I started dancing by myself, and I don't remember that. Yeah.
What the fuck did you drink?
I don't know, bro. I think I slammed like 3 palomas, and then
Yeah, those
shots.
palomas are fuck. I
Had a
think that
shot
was
with
it.
something.
Whatever
The
that
palomas
tequila
were strong.
was, because it was.
The Palomas were strong.
Yeah, shout out to Tipsy West, and West Tacos. They were the ones who were providing the bar. Hey, that bar was like a vintage trailer, right? And they parked in front of the shop, and they decked it out, put lights out, decorations for Halloween, and inside it was just legit. It even had like a little VIP. You could sit down there and take a picture. It was we're gonna put it up right here, Carlos, if you don't mess up.
All right.
Inside
No,
joke.
it was dope, man.
It was
I mean,
dope,
like,
huh?
people walk in, and they were like, people were trying to pay them when we told them it was
Yeah.
like open bar.
Yeah, I kept hearing that. I saw that, and
Yeah.
I was like, do I have to pay? And I was like, is there a sign that says, open bar here or nothing? No. I'm like, shit. So I ran to the DJ. Shout out to, what's the DJ's name, dude?
Oh, DJ Franco.
Another
he's,
guy who just did
my
amazing.
homie. Yeah.
DJ Frank, what's his Instagram? We'll get it.
Yeah,
get
we'll get it.
Yeah, he
But
was playing bangers. He was playing just like
all the hits, the
Megaton too.
classics.
That's tight.
And
Well,
he had a photo booth.
I'm not too sure. Like, I'm not too sure about DJs, but obviously you guys know more. But I guess
Well, I
you
used
guys
to
said,
be a DJ.
yeah, you guys said that he was mixing good and everything.
Yeah,
He-
he just kept the energy going.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think one time he stopped.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I don't
didn't
know.
even notice it.
He stopped because we were I don't know what, but it just went out. It was like but I mean, it happens, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But what I did like, because like we would ask him for a song and it'd be a totally different genre of song, and he wouldn't just mix that in just to please you. He would just like bring in 2 other songs in between, which is smart on a DJ, I think. And then those songs would be like the transitions for that. So it was, one would be faster beat. If this was slow, it would be a faster one. Then finally it hits with like the zapateados and the,
Yeah.
oh, you missed
Oh
that,
yeah, I was
bro.
telling Josh
You
about
missed
that. This dude Ricky was doing the freaking iguana
Yeah.
Bro, no lie, my back is still hurting, dude. Like,
because of that.
yeah, but hey, Alex,
Yo,
Bro,
my
Alex
brother
got
Alex.
down.
I didn't know he had that in him,
Yeah.
bro.
He's usually the quiet one.
Alex
Yeah,
Renteria,
yeah.
your brother, but
I'm gonna steal that. If I ever do that, I'm gonna do what he did. Because there's like a lady right here. I think it was Shirley, and he did the iguana and he went around her.
oh yeah. So what you don't know is that in our parties,
Uh-huh.
it's been like the latest thing for the last 4 years, huh?
Yeah.
And it's called the baile de la iguana, the dance of the iguana, and it's because there's a lot of iguanas where we're from. So there's a song that just says that. So what the guys got to do is they got to go on all fours and act like it's basically like break dancing.
Right.
But it's the craziest thing. So when he did it, I've never seen him do it at any parties. And the fact that he let it loose here.
I seen him do it before.
Yeah?
But
Where?
same thing.
What was that?
I don't remember.
But I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But he did it. And he didn't do it for like, I did it for like 3 seconds and I had to get up and shit. Cause
He
I
got
just,
down.
And then your brother-in-law Caesar, right there, fucking doing the worm and shit.
Oh yeah, he did the worm.
He went from iguana to a worm. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So that was cool, and that was the whole point of this.
Yeah.
The parties for everybody let loose. Like we're all adults.
Yo,
It's
Romeo, you
time
should have
to-
gotten in there, bro.
Bro, I was about to.
You showed up.
So you know
fool.
what happened?
What happened?
I told my girl, I'm like, hey,
You didn't bring
record-
underwear.
No,
What were you? What were you? A Greek god or something?
I was Jesus, bro.
Oh, you're Jesus. I didn't even know. I was like, is this a Greek god or something?
Honestly, bro, I thought that was a toga.
Yeah.
It's because we didn't have the wig, and I didn't want to go to the store and try to
Should
buy
have
it.
brought the long hair.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the store and just be
So
all
you're
late,
Jesus.
even more late. You know what I mean?
I didn't know Jesus was next to me, dog.
Bro, everybody was like, "Oh, sorry," like or just confessing and shit because they knew I was Jesus.
Oh,
but,
no, I didn't. You look more like one of those like toga Greek gods,
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, side note. So what happened?
No, I just told her to get closer so we could record, and then by the time like I was about to do it, she like stepped back. I'm like, all right, but I was gonna hop in next.
So because it wasn't recorded, you weren't gonna do it or what?
No, it's because she stepped back, and I don't want to just do the iguana to like some random person. I thought I had to do it like. around
Oh,
the lady,
you didn't know.
Like my
It's just
girlfriend.
random, bro. No,
Oh,
you
okay,
don't
okay.
know.
Yeah, it
You
doesn't
just-
have to be a girl.
It don't
You
have to
just-
be to a girl. You
yeah.
just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
okay.
I don't even know who. I just jumped in.
I feel like I'll break my back doing that shit.
Well, dude, the next day my back is like you're extending yourself. You
Yeah.
know, like yeah. You guys ever Google or you guys seen some people dancing? That shit is hard.
Our family's been throwing some random ass dances lately, like the bread one.
Well, it's not random. They're traditions that
Traditions,
they
but I
do,
mean, like-
but they're bringing them here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, but that was pretty trippy. Yeah, we can talk about that another day. But
Yeah, you guys even had the announcing a costume. winner,
Yo,
right?
the costume part or the costume contest was fucking dope.
we did a costume contest. We gave away one of our sweaters, right? One of the last sweaters we
No,
had.
so we did musical chairs for the guys. We gave them away a sweater we had.
Oh yeah, we had musical chairs too.
For the girls, we gave them a tumbler cup. And then for the costume contest, I owe him. I told him once we stock up and everything, I was gonna give him a shirt, a sweater, and a cup.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
And we had musical chairs for the guys and musical chairs for the women. And I think the guys put more effort in though. As I'm looking back, because I got it all recorded.
Yeah.
They were putting that Cholo dude. What's his name? Tony. Damn, dude, that guy he's a good dancer, bro.
Yeah.
He kept he was hype. He was hype, you know. But everybody showed up and they came to party, and I'm glad. I pretty much think everybody got on the dance floor at one point.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
and almost everyone was dressed up too. That was
Yeah,
tight.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was the thing. We wanted it to be a Halloween party. Kind of sucks when some people just come and, I mean, I'd never been to too many, but you know,
Mm.
but at least they all listened and participated, and that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
cool, you know. Even if it's just a mask, like some people.
So what was your favorite moment?
Well, you guys surprised me for my birthday. That was pretty cool. That you guys gave me that cake. You and Shirley. That was totally unexpected. I was live actually on Instagram, and then you guys. I still have it on. It's on Iconiq.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you guys were like, "We got a surprise for you." I'm like, "What?" And then they hit me with a surprise cake because my birthday's in a week. So that was pretty cool, man. But you know, that was one of the cool parts. But I guess mainly overall, it's just I was having a conversation with one of the guests that came. I can't recall who it was. Oh, with my compadre, the owner of West Tacos. He came in and he's like recording, and he's like, you having fun? I'm like, dude, I'm stepping back and I'm enjoying the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we look back and we're like, dude, I don't recall. But I was about 60% tipsy. So I just went back by the front and I just like saw everybody dancing. And I was like, yeah, this is worth it. All that little stress.
Mm-hmm.
I saw everybody having a good time. Everybody enjoying themselves. The atmosphere was cool. The lighting was cool. The DJ was, I mean, on point with the good beats and stuff. And I saw everybody dancing. That was dope to me. So I stood back and like kind of embraced the moment. That was my part.
That's cool.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part would have to be dancing with my girlfriend.
Taking a bite out of me.
Oh yeah. I took a bit out of this-
What were you dressed as? Tell them.
I was dressed as a burrito, and then fucking Romeo
Fucking typical Mexican.
Romeo comes up to me at the bar. He just fucking bites me. I was like, what the fuck?
I even recorded it, so I don't know if I can send it to you. Yeah, I was drunk, bro.
You were drunk?
I never remember that.
I don't recall. I didn't really hang out too much with you, right? But I said a couple things to you, but you didn't look drunk to me.
Oh no.
But,
Yeah, I was
Yeah, you didn't like join to me either.
towards the end. It hit me hard.
James had another event he had to go to, but he would have been here. You would have been lit, dude.
But
We
you
would've
did
got
come to help, right?
Yeah, he
the
came.
morning?
He can help us. in the
Yeah,
morning,
that's cool.
set
I
up.
set up.
Oh yeah.
He was eating some fancy lamb and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Smoking a Cuban.
Yeah, so you weren't too bad, too shabby. But hey, we're gonna do this again next year. Hopefully, we'll do it bigger and better. And just now that people are knowing, and a lot of people are saying that they want to come back. But it's not today's podcast is not just about the party. That's just an example of what we're trying to do here. And today's podcast is about building a community. And what does that mean? Let's talk about it. Let's have a little in depth. I want people that listen to us know what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
At Iconiq, it's not just about making the money. It's about it is a business and we have to make money, but we don't just can be focused straight on the money. We got to focus on building relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what building a community is to me.
I mean, that little community we have, the ones that showed up, great example, Oscar. We needed help with decorations.
Mm-hmm.
He gave us all the decorations.
Exactly.
We didn't have to buy shit. He gave us all the decorations.
Yeah, he helped us with some of the main. We had like a pumpkin head. We had a lady ghost. What is like a death? I don't know.
A
Like
bride.
a Llorona?
A bride, yeah, Llorona.
Like a Llorona. We had her, and then we put a red light on it. She looked pretty creepy. We had a old man coming like.
Bro, that shit scared the shit out of us all week.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and those
pass by and you think
yeah.
it's someone.
and those cost money, bro. So the fact that he was letting them, that shows that he appreciates us, and we appreciate him for doing that as well. But yeah, that wasn't the start of building a community. That's just to keep our community going. We need to do this kind of stuff, and it's not just about the partying and the drinking. It's literally catching up with people, not just on a serious note. I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't the guy that I am right now at the party. I'm more loose, right? And I'm just not. I'm just.
You know what? That was interesting. I was trying to guys saw people just by themselves, so I was trying to introduce them to this person and this person and this person.
Uh-huh.
And then once they got started talking, I started seeing they started talking about tattoos or personal stuff and all this, and how they actually came into the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos was fucking showing his sleeve around.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
My
Yeah,
boy
that is tight.
Carrillo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Manning Tattoo Art. He came. That's always cool.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
seeing healed work. Even if it was something small, I'm like, oh look, I did.
I didn't even look at that, bro. I
How did it heal? Did you see it good?
I liked it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
good.
liked
Did
it.
it heal
Healed.
light enough at the back?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's dope. And he's one of those that he's being added to the community. He recently just started, he's been following us, but he made the effort to come in within 2 months and he lives in LA.
Yeah.
Coming all the way to Fontana, and that's a big effort to come and celebrate, so our community is growing. Why? Because we're being, we're just making that effort to grow it.
Yeah. Now I want to give a shout out to my homies that showed up too. Los Cholitos and
Yeah.
the Bear. I mean, Tony, he's from Cathedral City by Palm Springs. And then Israel, he's from over there, Central, there by
okay.
Mexicali. So they drove all the way down here.
They drove all the way over here?
to celebrate a little with us.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
mean-
no, he was a good dancer, bro.
Yeah.
And they just came with the outfits. His lady.
Bro, they
was dressed
killed it.
like
I
that.
mean,
No, they did. They to the T, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they were participating, they're dancing, and that fool can dance, I was seeing on the musical chairs, and I was like, damn.
he showed up with the 40. Dog.
Oh yeah.
What? I was questioning myself. I was like, I wonder how he looks without the cholo stuff, because he could pull off a cholo, bro.
Yeah.
He literally could, So when I see him, maybe he comes in all hipster, I don't know how he dresses or what, I'm gonna be like, nah, that ain't you. But yeah, man, that's what we're trying to do, and we're gonna have more events that are gonna build on working towards even growing our community more, because the bigger we have a community, the more relationships we can have, and more of course business too, but again it's genuine, you know what I'm saying?
I think that comes with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, because a lot of them started as business,
Yeah.
and some are friends. You know what I'm saying? And overall, it's glad to see that we're doing something here, and I mean to have well, I think we had 50 to 60 people here. I think I counted. A couple homeless people walked in too. You know, we fed them or whatever. That was an interesting moment, you know. But to have 50, 60 people just show up, like, damn, you know, it's just crazy to me, you know. But
Next time we're gonna have to rent a warehouse.
for real. No, I mean, honestly, if it was more than that, it'd be crowded in here because it was enough space for everybody to dance, you know.
And chill, yeah. There's
And
good amount of
chill,
space.
and
I think
just-
another 20 people could have fit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
possibly. And you notice we didn't have any chairs. Like I didn't want table. Well, we had chairs, but we didn't have like regular 6-foot tables so they can sit down. I didn't want that. I want people to be standing up and just.
My feet hurt at the end of the night.
Yeah,
I'm not
mine
gonna lie.
too. But the point is, that everybody felt like, okay, I can't sit down. I gotta go mingle. You know.
That's true.
And so that felt like an open vibe.
See, but I think what people don't understand is that community didn't start like we've been at it, building this community for 4 years since we started opening this up.
Yeah.
Oscar was one of the first clients that came in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Oscar, I knew him from back in the day, and he's been, but we weren't doing business together.
Yeah.
You know.
And then Josie showed up again.
Josie, one of our first
Yeah.
of like people we didn't know, just showed up, and what is up with them, dude? They always win.
Oh, for real.
Last
man.
year we did
She
literally
won
so
3
we
times last year.
yeah, guys, we were giving away tattoo giveaway, and we had to write the name on the paper, and we crunched up the paper, put it in a bowl. Last year, her and her brother, they won.
She won twice.
She won twice. We gave them the tattoos. This year, they literally won again, and we had a time like, hey, you know, is it okay if we just like I'll hook you up, but let's get some other people too, because then they're gonna be like, it's rigged. Well, if people remember,
Yeah.
you know.
Nah, I told her, and I'm a messenger as well. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hook her up. She did give it away.
But what are the odds?
Dude.
What are the
And she was like
fucking
your
odds?
first client, right?
She was
Yeah.
the first walk-in that ever walked into the shop when
I
we
remember
opened up.
someone telling me that when she was, I guess, in the middle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember someone
Yeah,
telling me
she
that.
won. I was like, what the hell? Like, that's crazy. That's some energy. You should play the lottery, girl, because you got too much luck. But
Take me to Morongo.
but I don't know. See, and that's the thing. If you're a tattoo artist, man, you have to build a community, even if you don't have a tattoo shop.
Yeah.
You know, if you're working out of your house or you're working out of another shop, and they're not always doing community stuff, you can do your own things. You know what I'm saying? You have to build your own people, because eventually, as we have more artists, right now we're only 6 artists. The goal is to have at least 12 artists in here. That's a whole shitload of artists, right, for a shop. Imagine when we throw a party with all those, and then we tell them, hey, you invite your family, you know, and your friends or clients. We invite ours, then we're not gonna fit here. It's gonna be 150 people. That's a lot of people. We
It's like
went through like fucking.
I was about to say that's like a small party or family party.
Yeah, I know, huh? We went through like 14 pizzas. You know, we bought pizzas, bomb pizza, by the way, huh?
And then brought Domino's towards the end.
And then the Domino's people, yeah, we have a Domino's next door. They just were like, you guys want some pizza? I'm like, fucking
Really?
bring it. Yeah, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Came
No,
in
I
clutch
didn't.
because it was warm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what happens is they got cancellations, so they passed by and they're like, well, just leave them here.
Yeah.
So it all worked
shit.
out, yeah.
That's cool.
But
Yeah, I didn't even know you got Domino's, bro. Like I saw everybody fucking going through the pizza, and then at the end of the night, everybody's just taking a box.
yeah, I told everybody, I'm like, dude, take one, because what are we gonna do with fucking 8 pizzas here? you
Yo,
know?
Manny,
Tattoo?
Manny, my homie. I texted him. I was like, he was going home. I was like, hey, bro, text me when you get home. Fucking Tesla drove by himself, right? So, and then told him, I was like, he's like, man, I'm hungry. I was like, hey, bro, I should have brought a pizza. He's like, I did. I'm still hungry. He sent me a picture. He has a big ass box right there, and he's fucking eating it.
And they put like extra 5-star pizza over here next to us. They put some kind of like the hottest peppers, because those jalapenos got kicked in.
Bro,
huh?
that's what everybody was saying.
Yeah, we're like, woo,
They
but
took
they
care
were
of us.
eating
Huh?
them.
They took care of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Sorry to interrupt you guys a little bit. Just want to let you guys know, if you guys could please help us out, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
That's right. We do this for you guys. We want to bring value to you guys. So we drop a lot of good content here. Please let us know. Please subscribe, guys. Right? We need followers here. Romeo, tell them.
Any feedback, like, hey, I don't like the way Ricky was talking or something. No, but any
Yeah,
feedback,
let
like,
me
or
know.
any questions, we were more than willing to answer.
So come on, guys. All right. Help us out. Subscribe. Get that subscribe button.
All right, we'll get you back out now.
Yeah. Back to the podcast. But going back to building a community, you know, Why do you think it's important to build a community? Me personally, I think that it shows that we want to actually, we really care about the people that come in here.
Yeah.
You know, and I heard that throughout the evening. People coming up to me and they're like, "Man, anything you throw, we're there." I'm not saying everybody does that, but the people that I would come and say hi to, and they would just say like, we genuinely like who you guys are, from everybody that comes in, and that's why we come and support you guys, because if nobody supported us, we would have just had a party for us 10 or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
And it starts from when they walk in here, man, and how we show it on social media too. Like, it's not just that time they walk in, it's throughout the time, keeping a rapport with them, you know what I'm saying, on social media. If something happens to them, good or bad, we have to build that community like that, so in case once we do an event like this, people show up. What do you guys think?
I think it's just being genuine. Like, if you're gonna be genuine as soon as they walk in, and most of them walk in because they see you on social media. Imagine those people that walk in because you act one way in social media, but you act a different way when you're in person.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to talk to them. You put your headphones on, you don't listen to them. For us, I think everybody here at the shop, we do a good job of, yes, we act one way on camera, but we act that same way off camera.
Yeah.
And that's what people see, and they want to come in for that.
Yeah, I agree.
What
do you think, Romeo? You've been here almost already, going on 2 years already?
Yeah, almost 2 years.
2 years already. What do you think about the vibe?
like that I know over here.
Like, think about it, bro. Like, I mean, obviously, you earned your place here, but there's so many shops out there that are just not doing this kind of stuff,
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think even I'm myself trying to build my own little community. It is kind of hard because, like,
it's very hard.
Sometimes I see like a story, or like, I don't know, somehow I remember their name when I'm booking an appointment, and then I remember, like, crap, let me like touch base, see how they're doing and stuff. It's like little stuff like that to try to, win that camaraderie, that way when I do hit them up, they feel comfortable coming through for like little parties like that. But yeah, it is hard because there's sometimes you got to click with that person when you're tattooing them, and then I feel like that's how that community builds.
Yeah, you're not gonna click with everybody exactly, and there's some people that just fall within you. They just want the tattoo, they like your work,
right? And then
it probably ends there.
Wham bam, thank you, man.
But as artists, they're coming to us. We need those relationships to grow. So I feel that we should make 5 times more effort to get to know them than they get to know us.
But also, I feel like us building that relationship with our clients and actually having that again, community, it helps us as well as artists because we work more comfortable. You know what I mean? Once you already feel like you know that person, they feel they know you.
Yeah.
It's more that friendship.
Yeah.
And you're not over here stressing out about this design, all that. You're actually working more comfortable with them because you guys are on the same level now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's 3 different kinds of clients. Like ones that like your artwork, ones that are like kind of your friends too, and then ones that like the way you take care of them, like business wise.
That's true. And I was gonna say,
I think it's just a mix of those.
There's a spectrum of different clients that and you can't expect all of them like to just be like, I'll go or I'll be part of this. It's just not that way. But you should expect to intent. You should go with you should do the intent of being genuine to them so that they let them decide, really, right? I mean, because we decided to be a business, which is we're a tattoo artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need them. They really don't need us. I mean, they need us for that moment, but we need them in the long term. So we need them to be talking about us, right? But we're not going to sell ourselves out either way by being fake, because once you be fake,
everybody loses.
You just cut off a lifeline, I call them soldier. Remember we've had these podcasts before. there are soldiers, our marketing soldiers, are promoting soldiers to us. I mean, yeah, they're some of them are friends, some of them are really good acquaintances, some are family. There's family out there talking about us, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they are our soldiers because think about it. These people are gonna, the people that showed up. Let's talk about this party, right? This is more relevant. They're gonna be like, "What'd you do this weekend?" "Oh man, I went to a Halloween party at a tattoo shop."
Or they might say my tattoo artist's
There you go. Yeah.
Halloween party.
Or I went to my tattoo artist Halloween party. Like, oh man, my tattoo artist never did that. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit more of a experience that they can say their money is more valued at that, I guess, in a way. You know what I'm saying? We're adding that extra like topping. You know what I'm saying?
But let me also cut, like, it's not just about the community with the clients as well. If you notice, we had other tattoo artists in here as well. I mean, that are also make that community for us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We had Toto, his girl.
Mm-hmm.
They walked through. We had
Richie.
Brian, Richie.
Yeah.
You know what I
Man,
mean?
No, that's cool. The fact that they came in, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we've had a lot of those guys on the podcast, and that's cool that even, I forgot to mention them. I mean, that goes hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
But it is true. We are building. Or you more that you're out there traveling and stuff. You know, I'm a homebody. I stay home. But you're building that network of artists. That I mean, we had a bunch of artists here. That was dope, you know.
Yeah.
And it was a good vibe, and we got to see them not only just like serious mode, but we saw them just dancing and shit, you know. Like one of the homeboys just came with that outfit of he's like a patient or something.
Oh, Toto?
Toto?
Yeah. He won best costume.
Any man that's just willing to show his fake butt
Dude,
over
showed up in
50
underwear,
people in
yeah.
underwear, I guess got to win, right? I don't know. But there was good costumes, but you're right. And it all starts from that. And I don't know, I felt comfortable. That I felt like everybody had a good time. And thank God there was no issues. You know, something can always go south with involving alcohol. But I think everybody had something similar that came in, and that was the respect factor. They weren't nobody was gonna disrespect. You know, everybody was having a good time. There's different culture. There was a couple different cultures coming in, different environments. Nobody disrespected anybody. You know,
Different age groups.
Yeah, it was fun. But stop moving it, fool.
Dog, you're the one that moved.
But overall, it was really good. What else can we say about building the?
So what do you think was one of the first steps we had to do to get to this point, though? We're not done building this community. This is just the beginning. But, like, looking back at, because honestly, we kind of started this without thinking about, like, we didn't say, like, we're going to sit down and build this community like this and this and this.
I think even just doing this or doing that party is a step to building it, because next year they're like, oh, that shit cracked. You know, we're going to go. Or even people that didn't come that wanted to, and they saw on social media, they're like, yeah, I should have gone. Yeah. So next one I'm for sure going to go. Yeah. You know, it's things like that. Because some people might be like, oh, no one's going to go to that, you know, or they might assume that.
But what about like someone that's starting up and starting at their house, or, you know, barely starting tattooing? What would be some good advice for them to start? Because I'm trying to look back and think, like, what did we do to get to this point?
Well, I think Romeo hit it on the right on it. It's about building. So it's about starting, and whether it's at our level as a shop owners, and we started a party, right? And some people were like, maybe we're not gonna go, like you stated, but then they saw the lives, they saw the posts, and they just looked really dope for them. Boom, they're gonna keep it in their mind for next year, and then that helps that event and the experience grow. So what I say to young artists is, maybe you're not able to throw parties right now, or it's not even about the party. Really, it's just about that. You started to tattoo. You want clients. Well, any person that walks in and decides, I want to get tattooed from you, whether you're at a fancy premium tattoo shop like this, or you're in the garage like we were for many years. It's about you and that person, and genuinely not trying to act like I'm a badass tattoo artist. You're gonna get what I say because we hear it time and time again. I don't believe in that. Just be you, and if they like you, then you already won because they liked you for who you are. You didn't even have to fake it. I think faking it is hard, to be honest. Genuine should be easy because you're you. Oh, we got some side effects. What do you call them? Side effects over there. But I think that's what it comes down to, seriously. And we didn't do this and say, let's throw parties. I never thought we'd throw. I never heard of shops throwing parties, to be honest. I mean, in my experience. Mm-hmm. Have you guys heard of tattoo shops throwing parties? Mm-hmm.
I have, but
back in the day,
at their house.
Oh, at the house.
Kind of like barbecues, kind of heard of that.
Yeah, and then when we moved from that 1,000 square feet location to this 2,500 square feet location, it's just like, holy shit! Like, this is a decent place to throw some parties. Because
even in that smaller spot, you guys still threw something.
We did.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
The
That was
Thanksgiving.
Cool. Yeah,
the Friendsgiving.
But I mean, it just goes to show, like, you can even do it in a smaller space.
Yeah, and exactly. And one that I saw that's doing it at a different level than us, that of course is going on in all parts of the world, but the one that came to me is Ganga Tattoo. Mm-hmm. That guy's renowned, world known, right? The celebrities, all that stuff. You guys Google them, they're top notch. But then he threw some events at his shop, and I was like, that's dope. Mm-hmm. He brings a lot of people in, and they're all like-minded people. So let's do our thing here in Inland Empire. Let's represent here.
Yeah.
And that was just the first one. Later on, we were talking about doing some art exhibitions. That's gonna be another thing.
Well, we're just looking at the Nico Hurtado, was a podcast he did with Guardians, Tattoo
Mm-hmm.
Guardians, and he just said, like, where he's at, that he fell in love. Like, people ask him, everywhere he traveled around the world, where do you love the most? And as redundant as it sounds, that he fell in love where he lives at, which is the high desert, right? And he said that the high desert, the Inland Empire, is so undervalued right now that people don't understand how much there is out here and talent, and based on, like, what's going on.
Yeah, because it's not a destination. You know what I'm saying? LA is the destination. It's not fucking the high desert,
But I think give it about 5-10 years, it's gonna change. Nobody could afford LA. Everybody's coming this way. Yeah. And us being in front, doing this, building that community. When everybody does get over here, that's just gonna give us a better step up,
Yeah, and in 5 years, we're not gonna be in this space. We'll have a bigger spot, and it's not a flex. It's just because we want to grow. We have a bigger ambition, but it'll be a better environment to have a bigger community. If they want to go, if they want to come,
we're gonna have go-go dancers next party
From the ceiling.
Yeah. Carlos, you gotta come for that one. Carlos, you gotta come for that one.
Yeah, and again, if he said that, that's cool because he's been in the game for 30 years, plus maybe, I don't know. But that's the cool thing, man. Like, he could have his community, Nico, mm-hmm. which is probably big, or probably is not that big. I don't know. He has a strong following, but we build ours, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. We stay focused on ours. We don't worry about anybody else's. Let's just do us. And we can get inspired by them building communities, and we build our own. Inland Empire has so many people, Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best thing about, like, how you said we had these little soldiers, right? Mm-hmm. Little soldiers they're all collectors, meaning they don't just get tattooed by us. They get tattooed by other people. So that little soldier just went to that community now. They're mixing communities, and now they're spreading the word about us. And I think that's another way how we grow as well. Because now, again, going back to Nico, he has a huge community. He has a huge following. He's a big person. So now he has his clients telling him about us and see what we're doing. Yeah. And obviously, he's kind of doing the same thing we're doing. So you never know. Later on, we could collab in something or with other artists around this area.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah. Manifest.
Mm-hmm.
as I'm thinking about this, I'm just like, what are some practical things you could do? Like we say, let's build a community. That's in general.
Well, the first step is just to sorry.
I was gonna be like, damn, he's ready. What are you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, I think the first step is tattooing, right? It just boils down to
Exactly.
tattooing.
Give
Exactly.
a good tattoo.
Just give your best, because give a good tattoo is very subjective, right? To some people, we're probably not the best. To some people, we're not doing that great. To others, we're the gods. It's all depends on the person, right? So it matters. So I think it just bows down back. So one tip we could say, all of us, is just from experience here. We know everybody's tattooed here at one point. Just make that moment, whether it's an hour tattoo or a 10-hour tattoo, just make it genuine, make it real, make it the best you can for that day. You know what I'm saying? And just, nobody should come up to you and be like, did you try hard? You didn't try hard. You should be like, nah, fool, I fucking tried hard. I gave it my best. Yeah, I had some struggles with some shit. Maybe I don't know how to do this blend that good, but I tried my best. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. That's the first tip. It doesn't matter where you're at, whether if you have a Tatso chair, that costs $2,000, or you're doing it at a fucking
lawn chair
that I did that I picked up somewhere. I'm like, hey, I can have my client sit down there and his leg, and I can tattoo his. It didn't cost me anything. It doesn't fucking matter. It matters how cool, because there's some people that came to this party that got tattooed. My friend Brian Camargo, shout out to Brian and his girl. They got tattooed from me in that chair. You know what I'm saying? And look, they were here partying it up. And they weren't gonna come because they couldn't get a babysitter. You know what I did? I said, bring your kids over. My babysitter will take care of your kids. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we've got to make it happen, and we got to do that because it matters. Like those people and him, he's gonna go home. He's gonna be hungover, and he's gonna be talking about us. I went to my homie's tattoo shop, and I'm just hungover that they threw a badass party, whatever, right? But then he might tell somebody that's probably looking for something, and they'll be like, man, I gotta go over there. They got energy right now. They got the hype. They got the momentum, the energy. You know what I'm saying? Because we could easily just be a premium tattoo shop that just does the work, and that's it. And keep that money. To throw a party is not cheap. And we can just keep that money as profit, and then,
No, it wasn't.
So the fact that we're doing it not only just backs us up on saying it, we're not saying we're building a community here. We're showing it. It's on fucking social media, social proof.
Yeah, so we're going to be more prepared next year. We're going to budget in this party, so. We got put into the budget. We got
I'm eating a cup of noodles for like a good month right now. No more
and whiskey.
You're like
a cup of noodles and a lot of whiskey that's left over. Hey, just wash it down.
You're like, I'm booking Saturdays now.
Actually, I am. I have to work a couple Sundays and Saturdays now just to make this happen.
No, that was dope though. It was definitely worth it. I mean, yeah, we planned it like before I left, right?
Yeah, before you left to on your trip. So then you come back and there's a party. So, but it's cool. James, you're the newest one here. Give us your take on this.
What do you?
I wish you were here, but I know that stuff happens, right?
Because I remember my thoughts like when I was an apprentice on them. It's like I'm curious to see like
these putos.
Like on
just everything. Bro.
Like what we're saying about building a community. We're saying about like. You know what I mean? Like, they're not just a number in and out. It's about keeping in contact with their clients, actually giving a fuck about them.
Yeah, most of my clients are honestly people that like I rode the bus with home when I was going to school, or like people I'd walk home with or hang out at lunch with. I mean, there's a lot of people that are just known for a long time that kind of go back, and I've already had like a pretty good connection with, and a lot of people that kind of knew about the artwork, and then I just think the word of mouth kind of spread after that.
But like based on the other artists you used to work at, do you feel like other shops are strong on that?
No. I mean, it always depends. I worked with people that were like a part of certain groups, so they already had their clientele that were already booked out for like what they needed and wanted to do. And yeah, I don't know, like clubs. So
yeah, I mean each shop has their own right to do what they want.
yeah.
But, I want to ask you a question. Like, when you heard we're throwing a Halloween party here for Iconiq, what did you think?
I'm gonna get shit faced.
He's like, fuck, I might have to help clean.
Well, not too much.
Not too much of it?
Honestly,
Like,
well, just because
I want your own opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I come
only
from
recording it forever.
Stupid.
I'll fucking replay it every time. No, I'm just kidding. Think about it. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just because my family has businesses. So I mean, I see
So you
I see what it's like.
understood it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understood the
You
purpose of
understood
it
the
and what it's
purpose.
like. Yeah.
It wasn't like, these fuckers just want to go drink and.
Yeah, no, it wasn't out of the ordinary to me. Just because like I know that people don't do it, but just coming from that perspective of like you guys being owners and the way that everybody's treated, yeah, like it made sense to me because yeah.
Okay. No, appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
That's the way I see it too. That's why.
Yeah, and
I expect to treat
I'm
the
gonna be
people that
honest with
treat
you
me the
guys.
way.
For a long time,
They do.
I was never in. Well, I used to work out of my garage. For many years, I didn't give a fuck anything what everybody was doing. I was just like in my own thing, and I was like, I don't need to know any artists. I knew of some. I don't need to know them. You know. But as I'm older now, I realize, okay, if I really want to say that I build a community, then I got to be actively building it, and that's what we decided to do. But for a while, you know me, I was like, do you know this artist? I'm like, no. Do you want to go to this convention? No. I'm just like, let me just
slowly
do me.
breaking them down. Slowly.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's gonna be painting.
Oh.
And one other thing we can talk about, guys, and young artists, if you're listening to us, if you guys say, well, man, I don't even know how to start a community. It's hard for me to even approach somebody and to get to know them. How am I going to build my community if I can't even approach people? I mean, it starts from, if your client brings in somebody, just make the effort to get to know the next person. If you're at a grocery store, say hi to somebody you would normally not say hi to, don't make it cringe like everybody says the word, But going back down to our experience, did you guys make an effort to get to know somebody you didn't know that day at the party? Because
yeah, I mean, I was making my rounds. I was trying to go around everywhere and just try to talk to someone.
And it's kind of hard for you, right?
Yeah.
'Cause you're not that
I'm not that social, but I'm working on it as well. Like same thing. They made the effort to show up, so I had to make the effort to at least say hi, talk to them, have a little conversation, and then come back around and check on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't say I really made the effort to try to meet new people, but I did make the effort to, like, if I noticed one of you guys' clients, I was like, what's up, you know?
Okay.
And if they introduced me to their spouse, and then boom,
Yeah.
But as far as like kind of going out, not really, but maybe,
But you're working on it, right? Because you never really thought about it in this kind of way.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because I felt like I wasn't the host, but at the same time, I didn't know everybody, so I just made the effort just at least to say what's up to people. Yeah.
Yeah, I am pretty overpowering at times, though.
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you.
George Lopez.
George Lopez came out. We'll show some clips, bro. But no, that's cool, though. That's very smart that you did that. You acknowledged, if obviously if you came in contact with some of them before, you just acknowledge them, and that's cool. Makes them even more comfortable. Mm-hmm. I knew about maybe 90% of the people there. Some of the friends that came for you, I didn't know, but I welcomed them in, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know you, but who are you? Welcome first. But who are you? So I'm Tony. One of them said, I'm Tony. I'm Josh's friend. I'm like, oh, you were in the restroom, I think.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, man. Hey, bar's over there. DJ's here. This is your home. I never met him. And then I go around, and then later on I go back and, you guys good? You guys, it's just, you got to make that effort because they're coming into our environment, and they're going to feel a little bit hesitant,
But going back to you, how you said you're not the host. I mean, you should feel like the host because you work here. This is your brand as well. You know what I mean? We didn't say like we're throwing it. We're saying Iconiq's throwing it.
Yeah.
So you're part of Iconiq. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
You're trying to represent not just the shop, but your own brand that you work in here. So I feel like, I know it's hard. I'm working on it too. but it should always be on that mode, like trying to say hi to everyone.
I think it's just a
yourself and all that.
mentality thing. To me, it was like, okay, I think it's their guys' thing, because I didn't even repost the thing because I didn't know if my friends were welcome. You know?
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was like more so you guys clients or something.
bro.
I thought that way a lot, kind of too, at some point. I mean, I have friends that there were a lot of backyard parties with like bands and stuff like that. And then they would always tell me to like try to talk to everyone there and tell everyone what I was doing and what I was up to, because I would work on their stuff. And they just started like shouting me out over the mic, being like, oh, if you guys want tattoos or yada this, you want artwork, they'd point me out. And at that point, I just started trying to make an effort, like just try to get to know everyone at the party too. And then like instead of using that as like a way of, I don't know, feeling some kind of way about it, I just like used it to benefit me and be like, yeah. And then I had cards and started talking to people. And I just felt like the cards give you kind of another step of confidence, because people look at the card and it just speaks for itself sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
That's interesting that you said that, because we can work on that on the next one. You know what I'm saying? Because we're thinking it's a party. It's a celebration of our shop. It wasn't a celebration of me and Josh.
Yeah.
Right. So we definitely need to work on just communicating that better to everybody here, because it shouldn't feel like that. I understand, but we grow on it, right? We grow from here on, and we all do that. So
Yeah.
that's
bro,
cool.
But I don't ever feel like it's just us things. Like if we do it for the shop, we do it for everyone.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But again, guys, build a community. You have to, if you want to grow, in your own way. It doesn't have to be extreme party, all that. Maybe you guys are not that way, but the minimum you could do is be yourself. Don't be anybody else, because once the last thing you want somebody out there saying is, they're a bunch of fakes. You know, they act like this, but they're not like that. Nobody's saying that about us. And if they are, well, let's talk about it. Hit us up. We'll have you on the podcast. It'll be an interesting podcast.
Well, remember that one time when you...
Remember that one time? You promised me this? No, it's okay. Right? What do you guys think? Yeah?
Romeo, go ahead and end it.
Go ahead and end this one. It's going to be a little short one, but good one.
All right,
Short
guys.
but goodie.
If you guys like that, leave that like button, subscribe, share this video. Hope to see you guys in the next party, and peace.